I'm Steve Jordan, Director of Student Services. I just want to welcome you here. We're going to begin. As we start the ceremony, I just ask if you have a cell phone, put it on vibrate or silent or turn it off. And so just as we start the ceremony, we're glad that you're here. I feel that you're sitting miles away from me. And so I just want to say that the theme of the ceremony today is it's loud and proud. Okay? This is a time of celebration. Don't feel that you have to be quiet. This is not a formal celebration where you just sit there in your chairs, but we are here to celebrate a huge accomplishment by this group of individuals right here. And so as we begin, let's see if I can forget anything. Written it down. As we begin, I'll introduce our campus president, Aleko Babakin.
Hello, good afternoon. So I don't know if you guys are aware, but this is our second official graduation at the Tulsa Welding School. So this is amazing because our first one was about half of this size. So the fact that all of you guys, family, friends, our graduates, and staff came, I think this is outstanding. I'm so excited about this. The first thing I want to do before I get started is, I think most of the staff is standing up, but can I have all the TWS staff stand up, kind of raise their hand and wave? I want to acknowledge these guys because, you know, these guys, you know, spend just about their whole day focusing on what these people sitting in these front 3 rows are doing. And from a variety of different ways, they help support these guys and do everything they can to help their educational experience be the best that it could be. So, you know, I think we all really appreciate what they do, including myself, because I can't get out there and do the day-to-day stuff on a regular basis like they can. And they do a phenomenal job at what they do. So, really appreciate what you guys do. You know, secondly, I can't let you guys in those back rows go unnoticed. You know, you guys are here for one reason, and that's to support the people that have just graduated from the Tulsa Welding School. And, you know, I appreciate the support that you guys give these guys, because I don't think they could do it without what you do for them on a regular basis. Through their support, you help them make their decisions, and you really encourage them to get through the program. So if we can just give a round of applause to you guys. All right, now on to the most important people here, our graduates. You guys excited? Really? Come on, really? One more time. Are you guys excited? All right, thank you. All time. So, you know, I have 2 favorite days as a regular occurrence at the school. And the first one is orientation, and obviously the second one is graduation. It always makes me laugh when I see you guys at orientation. Because most of the time you guys have this look on your face like, what did I just get myself into? And I see you guys out in the shop with your white buckets, and you're just all standing there like, you know, a bunch of, you know, just not knowing what you're doing, and you're all just standing there waiting for direction. And it's hilarious to me, but I always laugh because I know you're about to embark on a journey that you don't really realize what that journey is going to be like. How many of you thought the program was easy? Okay, so you guys had some experience maybe coming in, or just really good welders, I guess. Majority of you guys didn't think it was very easy. Challenges. Life challenges, personal challenges, obstacles, hurdles, you guys faced all those things, right? Yeah, absolutely. I know I did when I went to post-secondary education and got my education after high school. I know anyone back there that went to educational institutions after high school encountered the same things. You know, the one thing that I want you guys to realize when you leave here, you guys are going to have a lot of memories, a lot of experiences that you encountered while you were in school. A lot of you guys probably thought at a given point in time while you were completing your education, I'm not going to make this. There's no way I'm going to make it through. You probably spent a lot of time with our student services department or people at the school wondering, you know what, my transportation or my car broke down. Financially, I'm struggling a little bit. I don't know how I'm going to get to school on a regular basis. I just lost my job. All kinds of problems that our students encounter on a regular basis. But the biggest thing, the most important thing is you guys made it through it, right? You guys went through all those obstacles and encountered all of those things that would have stopped you from completing your education, but you set a goal and you completed it. Now you guys are going to go into the real world, right? Those obstacles and those challenges and those things that happen in life aren't going to stop, right? You're going to continue to encounter those things. But if there's only one thing, aside from the welding skills that you guys have achieved while you were here, there's only one thing that I want you to take away from your experiences here, is that if you set your mind to doing something and completing something, you can get it done. When you guys get out into the workforce, I'm sure most of you have already secured jobs or in the process of securing jobs. When you guys are in the workforce, you guys can make your career achievements whatever you want them to be. You guys can accomplish whatever you want to accomplish. You guys can take your employment seriously and continue to move up. You've shown it in this 7 months, focusing solely on your education, dealing with all the things that you had to deal with. All I would like to do right now is just encourage you as you embark on your careers and you get into your jobs, just remember that you did it once for 7 months. You can encounter, you can overachieve, you can make it through any obstacle that you face from now through the rest of your life. So with that said, I just want to congratulate you guys on completing your education at the Tulsa Welding School. And I'm going to now turn this over to Jamie. He has more fun things to talk about. He's got like a 45-minute speech prepared, so hopefully you guys have something to drink and a bucket of popcorn. With that said, here's Jamie Pearson.
I tell you what, it's a welcome sight to see the first graduation class of 2012. And you guys, it's like Aleko said, you went through some trials and some tribulations. Your education was something that was a challenge to everybody that wake up in the morning, that come in. A lot of you guys are from different shifts. The vast majority of y'all have had to work to go through school. And we're not like other typical schools. We're for welders, by welders. And the bottom line is the challenges here are completely different from what you see everywhere else. Not only are our expectations that you understand the theory of what we're doing here, but to do the hands-on. Now I'm going to talk a little bit, just for a brief second, about the next step, because progress is stepping forward. And you took that first step and you did something that might have been a little uncomfortable, it become a challenge, and then you conquered it, and then we're here today. Next step is out in the field. And a few things to give you as far as advice about being in the field. Number one, you got good friends here. That's the first step, is always choose a good traveling partner, because these people are going to be the people that you depend on the road and what you do out there. And when you get out there, you're going to be in situations where you're going to be tested on a daily basis. We prepared you for that. We've had instructors breathing down your throats, looking over your backs, reminding you of what you need to do to succeed and accomplish yourself out there. Make sure that you remember those lessons, because the bottom line is you're always going to be tested for your jobs. You're always going to be challenging yourself to reach that new peak. And don't stop. The worst thing you can do is become stagnant or satisfied with what you are. Because we go out there as welders. We learn how to accomplish and weld everything that's in the field. The next step is to be inspectors. The next step is to be your own boss or your foreman. And then the last step is to run your own company. And that's where success starts. It's those little steps that we move forward, and right now is the first step that you took to get to that point. Second, I'm going to leave it right there and say congratulations to everybody that's in this room. I'm not going to give you an orientation speech like a lot of y'all heard that you come in, a minimum of 35 minutes. And I want to turn it over to Mr. David Gillum. He's going to come up here and do some presentations. So thank you guys, and I appreciate you.
Thanks, Jamie. Man, we were on a roll there for a minute. I was going to get me a chair. Jamie can talk to anybody, anytime, anywhere, and that's a cool thing. Welcome, parents, husbands, wives, grandparents, kids, moms, dads, everybody. What I get to do is make a little presentation here. Some of y'all may be aware of it, all the students are, but what we do at the school, each phase, and there's 10 phases in the program, and what we do at the school is at the end of the phase, we run a little competition among the students every 3 weeks where they actually do a weld off, and the instructor gets to choose, and it's a tough job to choose sometimes, especially when you got 4 or 5 people in the phase that are pretty neck and neck. So we run a little competition that we call the Top One competition, and the students all know about it because it's, you know, there's a lot of camaraderie in there. Very few times do we see tempers flare, occasionally, but mostly it's camaraderie. They're supporting each other, but yet competition is fierce. But what we do at the end of the program, we look at some criteria. We look at the student's overall grade point average. We look at the number of top ones, and what we do, the winner of each of those top one competitions gets a choice of a hat, a nice cap that says top one, or stickers and buttons to go with the cap and all that. And we look at the number of top ones that a student has taken, and if we have to, we go as far as looking at their attendance rate. If it's really close, if we have 2 or 3 students that maybe have a 4.0 and they tie on top ones, then we have to go to you know, their attendance. But at any rate, out of all 3 shifts at the end of the program, at each phase 10, which happens every 3 weeks, Lincoln Electric partners with us, and they provide a MIG welding machine, a home type MIG welding machine. They provide that to us, a nice certificate from Lincoln Electric, and we pick the student that has the highest grade point average, the most top ones, and then attendance if we have to go there, and that student is what we call the top welder winner for that graduating class at Tulsa Welding School. So this afternoon I want to recognize the top welder winner from this particular graduating class. It's Chris Burleson. He was a night student from 6:30 to 11:30 at night. Chris had a 3.89 GPA, took 6 top ones, and that's 6 out of 9, so that's a pretty good deal right there. And he also has a 99% attendance average. Chris, stand up and turn around and let everybody see you. That's always fun. When we make that presentation, we've got a platform that we attach the forklift and we elevate it and get the student up there and get all the student body gathered around, and Brian Seitz, who is our Lincoln rep, comes in and actually helps us with the presentation. So we try to make a big deal out of that because we feel that it is a big deal. It's quite an accomplishment. So Chris, congratulations to you, buddy. All right, it's time to hand out diplomas. Allison Bramble, our student advisor, is going to present the students.
Okay, Allison's going to come in just a minute. Just wanted to give a few instructions here. We want you to get the picture shots that you need from your cameras, and I know that the way things are kind of arranged here that may be difficult for you to do, but if you need to come up here towards the front and get a picture of your graduate, then we want you to feel free to do that. This group right here has been instructed that when they get up front, that if your camera doesn't go off, they're going to just stand there and smile and look pretty until you get your picture. All right? So that's the expectation that's been set with them. They'll understand, and don't worry about them being embarrassed because they're in front of a crowd. They worked hard to get up here. So we just want you to have the opportunity to recognize that, and we do want you to get a picture if that's what you're here to do. And I know that many moms especially want those pictures. Also, before Allison comes up, do we have it? We didn't have any instructors who were able to make it, and so this is like Aleko had said earlier. This is our second formal type of graduation, and so we're kind of struggling because we're away from the campus and a little bit of a good distance, and our instructors are still back there working and teaching classes that are going on, and so it's very difficult for them to leave because they have to be there. And but you know, I just want to recognize a group that is absent here, that has invested all the hard work and all the education that goes into this group right here came from the group that's not present. And I can tell you that having worked with the instructors at our campus, that they have years and years of experience, and they love to pass on what they have learned in the industry to students. And it's their passion for being there. They could make a lot more money believe me, they can make a lot more money not teaching. And so it's something that they have to have a passion for or they don't stay. And so can we give a round of applause for the group that's not represented? And I know that you graduates, I know that you can personally say that there's been at least one instructor that's been special to you since you've been here. There's one person that you connected with that really made a difference in your life. And so don't forget us when you leave. Don't forget us after today. We want to hear back. And sometimes you may want to call back and leave a message for one of the instructors and say, hey, you know, just let so-and-so know that I got a promotion today. We want to hear about those successes. We need to know that you're doing well. You know, the whole purpose of this is not just for you to get a piece of paper, but for you to have a career that you can have a successful life, and that's why we invest in you. And we know that you pay to come to school, but we're investing in you because we want to see a return on our investment. And so just keep us in mind. We do want to hear back from you. Make sure that you communicate with us as you go out into the workforce and as years have passed, okay? And again, congratulations, and I'll turn it over to Allison now. And Aleko and David will be presenting the diplomas.
Sylvia Axity. Waylon Addy. John Averett.